The Pebble 2 Duo has no heart rate sensor, no blood oxygen monitor, no altimeter, no camera, no cellular connectivity, no sapphire glass cover, and no color display even. But it's been making waves. Why? Because it harkens back to a simpler time. Specifically 9 years ago, and it sounds crazy in the tech space to re-release a nearly decade-old black and white smartwatch. But as someone who enjoyed the heck out of my Pebble smartwatches, I gotta say, I'm kinda here for it, and it's exciting to see it happening all over again. First, some history. The original Pebble was kickstarted back in 2012, and the sales pitch was pretty simple. Super long battery life, cross-platform compatibility with both Android and iOS, physical buttons, no touchscreen tomfoolery, and nearly endless customization of watch faces and apps thanks to an incredibly vibrant community. They actually had a pretty good run, even releasing a sequel to the Pebble with a color display, which at the time was a pretty big deal. Then, disaster struck. They sold out, acquired by FitBit in 2016, who were then subsequently gobbled up by Google. Then something incredible happened. The community took the reins and against all odds managed to keep Pebbles functional through the Rebel app. Haha, see what you did there? Very funny. Then in 2025, something even more incredible happened and Google open sourced the original Pebble software for anyone to use. Since then, the original founder of Pebble, Eric Mijakovsky, has come back into the scene, reacquired the trademark, and relaunched the Pebble. All right, enough history. Let's talk about what it is now, starting with what's in the box. You get your Pebble smartwatch, which has 20 meters of water resistance, a little magnetic dual contact charger, 3 buttons on the side for up, down, confirm, and then 1 on the other side for back. You get a little charging brick that, how do I put this? Is just plain not as good as the old one. It's USB-C now, which is nice, but the magnetic connection is like, I don't know, maybe this is nostalgia lenses, but it doesn't seem like it grabs on as good. And I guess, I don't know, I can't tell if this is a feature or if this is just an accident, but if you put it on your nightstand with the charger, it's kind of angled up a little bit, so that's something. Yeah, not a huge fan. I like that the cable's disconnectable. Mine came with a little white wristband, but you're not married to that. You can change it out for any standard watch wristband that you like. Let's see if I can pass this IQ test here real quick. And that's it. In line with the modern trend, you get no wall wart and not even a cable, which is fine as long as you're getting a discount for them not shipping you those items, but I don't appear to be getting one in this case. So how compelling is this sales pitch? Let's go ahead and put it on. Pretty basic silicone strap. There we go. And immediate head turner. And I mean that. Seriously though, the day I put this on, I started getting comments on it. And after I explain further, not everyone remains interested in it, but for certain people, there is an appeal. It's basically an original Pebble 2, just with some new chips and some new tricks, hence the name, Pebble 2 Duo Ver. Anyway, if you wanna learn a ton about this device then, that means that you can pretty much go watch old reviews from almost a decade ago and familiarize yourself with it. Or I can tell you the basics. Core Devices, which is Eric's new company, boasts that it has an ultra crisp 1.26 inch black and white e-paper display. It can run over 10,000 watch faces and apps, many of which are still carryovers from the OG Pebble, though it is worth noting that some of those apps might try to connect to services that no longer exist and stuff like that. It's water resistant, targeting IPX8, so you should feel more than comfortable going swimming or washing your dishes with it. It's got a microphone for dictating responses to text messages. The new one has been upgraded with a barometer and compass tracker, and like the old one, it has a step counter as well as a sleep tracker. And the sleep tracker is far more interesting to me on a device like this than it is on most smartwatches. See, I'm a charge at night kind of guy, so how is it supposed to track my sleep? It can't. This can. I've actually been using it for, I think about 2 weeks, and I accidentally left the charger at work, and then I kept forgetting to take it home, and it hasn't mattered because it is still on the first charge. Core Devices claims a month of battery should be possible on this thing with some updates, but for now people are getting about 2 to 3 weeks, which is still pretty freaking awesome. Enough yik yak though, let's get it paired with my phone and tell you about our sponsor.
Secret Lab. Their Magnus Pro sit-stand desk simplifies one of the biggest problems all gamers face, cable management. Thanks to its discrete cable management tray and integrated power supply column, you'll never be managing a rat king of cords again. Plus it has customizable desk mats and RGB. Yes, There are holiday sales going on until January 2nd, so grab your Magnus Pro Metal Desk Bundle and save $249 right now.
Are you tired of boring screwdrivers? Boom! 4 new colors of the brand new LTT transparent screwdriver. Plasma purple, cryo teal, molten orange, and carbon black. They're see-through, they're awesome, and they're probably gonna sell out.
The Prismagic screwdrivers are launching on December 26th at 6 a.m. PST. Sign up at the link below to get notified.
Collect them all, or maybe pair them with our brand new bid case and all over print hoodie.
Blah, 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 connecting, pair. It's a pretty simple process. It took a little bit longer the first time because I had to click Add Pebble Device in the Pebble app, but yeah, really easy. This gives you an idea of what a notification looks like on a black and white e-paper display. You can scroll through your reminders like this, and then you can close them like that. What is this drop something? Very funny, very funny. Anyway, here's my schedule for the day. The interface is kind of delightful, and unlike many modern devices, it doesn't come preloaded with a bunch of crap that you don't want. You've got literally 2 watch faces. That's all. And one of them doesn't even work because you have to enable health in the Pebble mobile app to continue. So why don't we play around in the mobile app for a bit? Oh, firmware. Oh man, yeah, I feel like we should probably do that. Notification vibe timing setting. Ooh, vibrate at the beginning or end of notification animation. That's a valuable setting. Oh, very cool. Oh, apparently the new vibration motor is much better than the old one. I never actually threw my old one on to compare, but it's a linear actuator now. See, Apple, this is how you do it. Whatever device I happen to use, I'm allowed to update my firmware with it. You know, you can't update AirPods firmware if you don't have an iPhone or a Mac. Literally, Apple's instructions is to take it to an Apple store and have them do it for you. That's insane. Apparently, Apple has made it quite difficult to integrate third-party wearables, but they're working hard at it. I gotta say, I really missed physical buttons for the last quite a while. Like, day to day, honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. I can use a touchscreen, but if I'm riding on my motorcycle or my hands are dirty or they're wet, being able to interact with my smartwatch using only buttons. Right, this is what the process looks like for signing into Rebel. You basically just select your Google account, wait 15 seconds. All right, time for a factory reset. I can't forget it. This is wild. I reinstalled the app and I still can't connect to it because it's factory reset, but I can't forget it because it's not in the interface. Let's see if we can sort of break the cycle here by using an Android phone. Okay, let's go. Press plus to add. Jesus H. Christ, how? Oh, wait, oh, hold on, maybe progress. Yes, success, pair, yes, let's go. Okay, that's how painless it was the first time. On iOS, it was fine. I don't know what the deal is here. Oh my God, the firmware update didn't work. Nope, we're doing it. I'm determined. I'm not the kind of guy who gives up. When I keep failing, I double down. Fail twice, fail harder. That's what I always say. I'm like Pebble that way. Google never wanted Pebble. They wanted FitBit. And I don't think FitBit had really done anything with Pebble. Actually, shout out good guy Google for just being chill and not only open sourcing the Pebble software, but like just giving back the trademark. That's incredible. Okay, update complete. All right, connected. Okay, so I got a couple of reminders there. Okay, I need some notifications. Somebody text me. Oh my God. This bug still exists. I remember this from my old Pebble, how sometimes you would get the person's name twice, which when you have like a, 100-line display or whatever is maybe suboptimal, but you know what? All the options that I would really care about, dismiss, reply, open on phone, except mark read. I'm a big fan of mark unread, and that's something that I would love to see the Pebble team work with all of the supported apps to support, because a lot of the time I get a notification that is good for notifying me, but doesn't actually require any action. I just want it expunged from existence. Ooh, this is cool. So you're able to do voice recognition on device, or you're able to do it remote first with local fallback, which is pretty cool. Obviously a little bit more accurate. Having the option for just local, good stuff. Hey, yo, small head. It's ironic because your head is actually much larger than mine, I think. Boom. Replied. Cute little animation, right? That's old school Pebble, baby. Oh, They have so many fun watch faces, dude. Totally non-infringing moon. Personally, I love me just like a simple watch face. Give me that time, give me that date. Actually, temperature? Nah, you lost me there. Oh my God, that's so cute. Mario jumps. How cool is it that the Rebel team were stewards for all of this, for all these years, and that Google was willing to just give this thing back? Like, absolutely incredible. And there was a little bit of drama between Core Devices and the Rebel team for a bit, but it seems like they've gotten it resolved, which makes me extremely happy. I like to see people, get along, And it's that simple. Boom, Nyan Cat, watch face. Listen, that's style. That's style. You wouldn't understand, but that right there, that's style. Ah, yes. It does not have a timer by default. I found this out when I was doing some badminton training the other day. There we go. All right, let's learn how to use the timer. So we go like this. We can set a 5-minute timer and activate. Boom. And it runs in the background too. How handy is that? Look, I'm trying to channel the 2012 level of impress that I had. And I legitimately think it's a cool thing in modern era to have a device that doesn't come with a bunch of rings that fill up or crap that interrupts you when you're just trying to go about your day. You choose what you want it to do. And if you don't like this timer app, there's other timers. You could get multi-timer, or you could get stopwatch. You could get the official timer. Huh? All right. It's very readable, e-paper. With that said, there are aspects of the design that have not aged quite as gracefully. The feel is distinctly cheap compared to modern devices, and if it wasn't so expensive, that might not bother me, but I happened to be wearing this device during the Black Friday weekend, and I went and I did a little bit of comparison shopping, and I couldn't help noticing that the price is markedly higher, not just than an entry-level Fitbit, but even higher than the Versa 2, and was almost as high as the promo price for the Sense 2. That is a pretty tough pill to swallow if you care about the extra features that those devices have. With that said, given the design intent of the Pebble to harken back to a simpler time when smartwatches were just watches, but a little bit smarter, rather than kitchen sinks that were strapped to your wrist full of sensors and cellular modems and underwater communications beepers. Maybe it's better not to focus too much on the price to performance of the hardware, but rather to frame the price as an investment to a friendlier, more comfortable open source ecosystem, one with fewer distractions. If that sounds kind of like a sales pitch, I guess it's because it is. That's the Core Devices sales pitch, and whether that appeals to you or not is going to be entirely up to you. One thing that I can tell you probably won't appeal to you though is their current approach to support for this device. Right now they're offering a 30-day warranty, which I am not 100% sure is legal in every jurisdiction. So that might be something that they're going to have to look into. It remains to be seen how they're handling that warranty. Like, it's one thing if you've got a 30-day warranty, but you take kind of a Costco approach where if people have a problem, you take care of it. But Core Devices in its current iteration really hasn't been around that long, and their founder has kind of bailed on the Pebble community once. So I wouldn't mind if I had something a little bit longer in writing. And I wouldn't mind if you subscribed to ShortCircuit.